This is a real $100 account that I flipped to $5,000, and this is how I did it. No indicators, no hope trades, just pure order flow, reading the order book heat map and the footprint chart. So I'm going to break down the exact entries and the confirmations that I used and the logic behind each move. So watch every second, because once you understand this, you're not going to look at flipping the same way again. So first of all, someone would wonder, how would you place 2.66 lots on a $100 account? And that answer is very obvious. There's something called unlimited leverage, but that's not the point. I took 3 trades on this day, Friday 7th November. The third one is the one that gave us the flip, but I'll first go through the first 2 to show you the logic of each and everything I'm about to talk about and explain, especially the heat map that we just covered recently in our previous video. So first things first, what did I look at when I was entering this trade, or as I was getting into these trades? First of all, the first step was identifying the liquidity levels or the key levels, and that's what you look at first, because the market is attracted to liquidity, or price is attracted to liquidity. The first thing we need to do is to identify the liquidity levels. So before I even think of a trade, I look at liquidity pools, and that's what you should look for too. These are areas where large limit orders are actually sitting, whether they are sell limit orders or buy limit orders. So these bright horizontal bands on the Bookmap or on the heat map are where the big money, or where smart money actually wants to transact from. So retail will actually see support and resistance when they look at price or when they look at the charts. But then for me, all I see is resting liquidity that price will move toward, not away from. So I'm going to first show you the trades before we got in, because I do not like showing things in hindsight, as I've always told you. I need to show you the trade before we entered, and then while we were in the trade, and then after each and everything was closed, when the trade had actually hit take profit. So let's look at the trades before they actually happened, though these are the trades after they had happened. Now this right here is the after move. These were the 3 trades that we had taken. This is the trade that gave us the flip. I shared it in the Signal channel. If you want to be part of our Signal channel and also take such trades, you can check the link in my description. But these are the trades that we took on Friday. We had this is the one that gave us the flip, but we shall get to that one later. And then this one right here is the second trade, and then this one was the first trade. And we are going to break down all of these 3 trades, but we're going to start with this one, of course, the one that came in first. So the trade that came in first, this is the trade right here, and before it happened, it was at around 8:25 when I took this screenshot. As you can see, we waited for price to come to this level. This was a key level. This was a level that we spotted and marked because we had seen that there was liquidity with the order book heat map, and this was the point. As you can see right here, this was the time when price came and tapped into this key level. And as you can see, this key level right here, when price reached this key level, what did it do? We saw some kind of absorption. Sellers were trying to push price down, but it rejected and it didn't go further. And what then did we do when price had reached this zone and we're seeing sellers trying to push price further and it was rejecting? This is where now the footprint chart came in, and I want to show you exactly how we used this footprint chart. I'm showing you these things so that you can also implement them in your trading. So this is what happened when price tapped that level. Remember in the video where I taught you guys about the 3 setups that I use for flipping accounts with the footprint chart, I showed you the delta flip, the delta transition, and the delta surge. And what do we see right here? If you do not know about the delta surge, the delta flip, and delta transition, you can go back to this video and watch it, and then you're going to get a clear picture of exactly what I'm explaining. But before we get to that, or I cannot go back to that when we already looked at that, this is what happened when price tapped into that level. Right now, when you look at this, you see 0.24, 0.25. This means this was midnight. But since I told you that the footprint chart that I use on Sierra, or the layout that I use on Sierra, is in New York time, we just know that okay, Ugandan time is UTC +3, so we just subtract 7 hours from the previous time. But straight to the point, if the other time was 8, we get off 8 hours from that, and then we have this. So at this point we had 8 at 8:24, 8:25, we had 2 candlesticks, and these 2 candlesticks gave us what we call the delta flip. I've explained this further in the mentorship, but then also I've explained it here for free. So meaning these things that I give you here can still make you money even for free. So as you can see right here, we had our delta flip. When I talk about this briefly, it's just delta being negative, and then also the mean delta being negative, and then the next candlestick we see a shift having 60 and 69. So here the sellers were very dominant, but then there was a sharp change, and you can see that buyers really dominated the market, or they dominated the sellers and they took over, giving us our confirmation to buy. So that was the confirmation for the first trade, and that is the breakdown for the first trade. Going to the second trade, as you can see, still this is the same thing. We looked at the key levels, as I've told you. We looked at the key levels, or we looked at this liquidity, and as you can see, there was a liquidity wall here, there was a buy wall here, and there were large buy limit orders seated around here. You cannot see this with the normal trading view chart, you cannot, but with the order book heat map, you can actually see that there are orders that are seated here, there are orders that are seated here, there are orders that are seated here, waiting to be executed. So what do? We wait for price to reach there, and then we use our confirmations to confirm if buyers defend the level. Very simple. So when price reached this level right here, price stepped into this key level, and as you can see, we saw absorption. Price was stalling, it was in one place, but it was not moving further, it was not breaking the level. Buyers were defending, and then also, as you can see with these red bubbles, as I explained, they were becoming less, and then also the green bubbles were also there, and no one was actually deciding, but still the level was what was being defended. So after that, we got this buy. We started getting these green bubbles, giving us our confirmation to what? To buy. But what did we see with the footprint chart? We also want to see something in the footprint chart to give us more confidence and more confirmation to do what? To buy. So before we go there, I want to show you guys the trade before it actually happened. Then we can move. This was the trade before, and we had already gotten into this one, but still we were still seeing some orders that were still waiting to be executed right here. So this was the trade before, and we want to see further confirmation with the footprint chart to give us more confidence to see how we can get into this trade. So this was what we had in the footprint chart. So with the footprint chart, as you can see right here, I told you that when you see a green candle or a red candle having buying power or selling power, like it's a bearish candle, it's supposed to have selling power, but instead it's having buying power. That is a red flag for the retailers, and that's a green flag for you, that there is absorption that is taking place and you are absolutely ready to take a trade. But right here we had absorption with this candlestick right here. We had absorption at 0.59. As you can see, this is a red candlestick, but then it has bullish power right inside it. And furthermore, we kept on seeing consolidation and buyers trying to defend this level. As you can see, we had this delta flip to the upside, and yeah, that was our confirmation for this one. As you can see, buyers defended the level, and even in the heat map, as you can see, buyers defended the level, sellers tried. You can see these red bubbles are actually executed orders, but they are not going down. Yeah, price is not going down, and buyers kept on pushing price up. So this gave us our confirmation. These are not just colors, these are not just bubbles, these are actual transactions that you see in here that you cannot see with the trading view chart. So after we got this, these are very simple things. Just look at colors, bubbles, numbers. So price after that shot up and we got into that buy. Now coming to the actual trade that gave us our flip, because this had to be a sniper entry, and of course it was a sniper entry. That is why I was able to actually flip this account. But of course you need the sniper entry, but what is going to aid you to get the sniper entry is order flow, the heat map, the footprint chart, even other tools that we've looked at like the cumulative delta, etc. So first of all, this was the trade before it happened right here. This was at around 9:29. All this was shared in the signature. The first trade actually was a 1 to 7, the second one was a 1 to 6, and then this last one was a 1 to 6. Getting into how we got this trade, or how we actually got any confirmation to buy at around 9:29. This was the time when we actually got into trying to see whether this level will be defended. Now the different thing about this trade was that for it this was a sell wall, yeah, because these were sell limit orders because they were above price. As I told you, the orders that are below price are buy limit orders. This is obvious basic knowledge, because we know you can't set a buy limit order when price is above. Of course, you're supposed to set the buy limit order below price and then the sell limit order above price, and then that's when price comes to it. So this right here, this wall right here, showed us why we actually need to see the footprint chart or to look at this order book heat map for further confirmation before we take any trades. You're not just going to look at these walls and just set a sell limit order because Reef told you that you can just set a sell limit order, no, or because Reef told you that when there is a wall, a bright wall below price, you can just set a buy limit order. No, you're supposed to wait for confirmation and react according to what price is showing you. Be reactive, not predictive. Do not predict, but react according to what the market is actually showing you. So right here we had a sell wall, we had sell limit orders, but this makes it a key level for us to either wait for a breakout or for price to go down after it hits the sell wall. But what happened when price hit this wall? When price hit this wall, you can see that buyers came in aggressively and sellers were not able to defend this level. For the mere fact that sellers were not able to defend this level, this then becomes what retail traders refer to as a breaker block, or what retail traders refer to as that block where maybe price breaks through and then it comes back and rejects from there. And as you can see, price broke through aggressively right here, as you can see, and then it came back to the zone, retested it, and then went back up. Now that's what makes this trade different from these others, that for it happened at a sell wall that had been rejected. So this that had not been respected. Now this is what support and resistance traders call support turned resistance. But then if you're just a support and resistance trader that does not have such information, you not even know. First of all, you would not know about the zone. Second thing, you would not know, because for you just be looking at a plain chart like this one. But this chart that looks like this does not tell you the actual story, does not show you. But then right here we have the X-ray. We have the X-ray right in front of our eyes. We have the X-ray of the market right in front of our eyes, and we do not need anything else. So right here, after this sell wall got violated, we knew that now price is going to come back and retest the level and then go up. So first of all, the support and resistance trader would not know what to do. They would maybe just set their limit order right here, maybe to sell. Or even you, the ignorant order flow trader, you would just set your sell limit order because for you, you're lazy. You do not want to look at price. When price gets here, you don't want to set any alert waiting for price to get to the level. So when price actually gets to the level, they take you out, and then the support and resistance trader will be like, oh, so now resistance has turned to support. Okay, now let me set another one. Let me set another buy. They set another buy, and then they're taken out. Maybe they set their stop loss slightly below here. They're taken out, and then price goes to their level. Yet you can actually first wait for confirmation from all of this. As you can see, this confirmation, as soon as this confirmation came in, it's because here we first broke through and then we waited for price to retest. But in the retest, price first stalled. It gave us absorption, as you can see. As I told you, absorption is when you're seeing price stalling and defending a certain level. It's not moving, it's not going up, it's not going down. Know that some people are getting trapped, either sellers or buyers, and wait for confirmation. So right here we saw some consolidation or absorption, and then after that we saw green bubbles coming in, large buy transactions coming in, and then we got into our trade. But before that, we need to see the confirmation with the footprint chart. So the confirmation with the footprint chart, of course, we saw this absorption happening here. This is a red candle, but it had buyers in it, lots of buyers in it, meaning this was a red flag for the retailers and then a green flag for us that wanted to now go up. Yeah, so we kept on seeing buyers defending and gaining more strength right here. And furthermore, we saw more absorption, and with this, our order book heat map giving us our confirmation to buy, we bought, and this is the reason to see here. I kept on sharing this in my Signal channel, as you can see right here. I kept on sharing the updates in my Signal channel as the trade kept on moving, because I shared the trade. And as you can see here, we had $100. At first the trade was in $2,000 at around 70 pips. The trade kept on moving at around 80 pips. We were up $3,500, and at around 100 pips we were up $5,000. But this day I was very busy running some errands, so I didn't go up to the take profit, though we held up to 180 pips up to the take profit, and I'm very sure if I had kept on holding, this trade would have gone up to $10,000. But yeah, that's basically it. That's where we that's how we got the trade, and that's how we that's how we managed to make $5,000 from just a deposit of $100. So what are the steps that we took in brief? First of all, we identified the key levels or the liquidity levels, and then secondly, we waited for price to come to the levels. So because price isn't random, it's drawn to liquidity, we wait for price to tap or hover around the zone so that we can take our buys or our sells. So we don't enter early, we don't guess, but we let market come to us, and then we react to it exactly with what it is showing us. So we read the order book, and then we also read the footprint chart for all the traps and all the confirmations. For the footprint chart, we've seen absorption, we've seen the delta setups. You can choose from the delta setups that I gave you in the other video where I was talking about those setups. We have the delta flip, delta transition, and the delta surge. In the mentorship, though, we talked about more delta setups. We had over 7 delta setups, though here I gave you those that are enough for something that is just free. I gave you 3 setups, but still they can make you some money. So the footprint chart is what actually showed us the volume that was hitting the bid and the ask. And what you look for is simple, the delta setups, and also absorption. So for the entries, once the delta confirmed everything, the footprint chart confirmed everything, the bookmap confirmed everything, we got into our trades. Not during, not before, but after we got confirmations from each and everything. So you can see that with all these tools, you're literally having an X-ray vision of the market. Things that other people cannot see, you can see them, and this means a higher win rate, higher confidence, and making money, of course, because you're never going to be on the wrong side, or you're never going to be caught in the wrong move. So that's how you avoid guessing, by reading pure order flow. Reading trading view charts is not the actual technical analysis. This is the actual technical analysis, because this is the actual technical analysis that makes sense. So, and that's how you turn $100 to $5,000 without gambling, without indicators. So just by reading the real activity inside the market, you can get to know exactly what is happening and get to know exactly what you should do. So in conclusion, if you understand liquidity, order flow, and each and everything that follows, you don't need 10 strategies. You just need only one. And if you want this same chart setup, the bookmap layout, I'm going to make a video teaching you how to get the bookmap, exactly how I told you how to get Sierra and the footprint chart. I'm going to show you how to get the bookmap, how to sign up, how to set it up, and all that. But then also I'm going to drop a step-by-step checklist of this trade breakdown, or for these trades that have broken down. So I'll drop the PDF of how I broke down these trades in the Telegram channel. So make sure to check the link in the description below. Follow me on Instagram, X, TikTok for more educational videos or educational content. But then also in the Telegram channel, that is where you'll find the signals, and also that is where you find copy trading if you want to copy my exact trades. And then also that is where you're going to find the free PDF for the breakdown of these trades that I've just broken down right now. So you just need to comment maybe with any questions that you have. I'll be in the comment section ready to reply, or I'll be in the comment section checking out all the questions, and then I'll come back with the replies in the next video. So I'm Makasa Ref 8, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope this helped you